Now at 7, severe storms take over parts of the Miami Valley. How crews are handling the damage this morning. Plus, multiple people are in custody after 2 people are shot in Dayton. What exactly happened and what we know about the victim's condition.
From WDTN, the station that's working for you, this is 2 News Today.
Well, good morning. I'm Kelly King in for Lauren Wood. We are starting the day off cloudy and wet, but the question is, how long is that rain sticking around and what's your weekend look like? Storm Team 2 meteorologist Jamie Jarosik has that answer. She's here with your forecast first.
Good morning. We are quite soggy throughout the Miami Valley. We had rainfall yesterday through the overnight hours and now still falling this morning. Some locations in our northwestern counties have picked up over 2 inches of rain. We have rain steady in Arcanum, Greenville, and Sonia, up through Russia, Piqua, Sidney, and on into Mercer and Auglaize counties, where we do have numerous roads closed for flooding. And here in Montgomery County, steady rain in Brookville, New Lebanon, Germantown, Centerville, Dayton, into Greene County. It gets a little bit lighter, but some of these more moderate pockets of rain come through and just add to the ponding out there. There's even more showers back across the state line. Those will swing through as we head through the lunch hour, and then we'll see a gradual end to that rain going beyond noon. So by 5 o'clock, a little sun breaking out. It's going to be a windy and cool day with temperatures in the 50s most of the day. We'll have more on your weekend forecast coming up. Kelly?
Well, Jamie said it. Roads are wet this morning. If you're heading out the door, you might encounter a few problems. There's an accident on Gettysburg and 3rd Street. Also an accident right now, Dixie Drive at Timber Lane. That's near Northridge High School, so you want to be careful of that. Elsewhere, though, here's a live look. 75 at State Route 725. That's where traffic is heavy, and you can see that rain coming down there. Let's check in with Miami Valley Chevy dealers. Live drive 2. This is 675 north in Beaver Creek. Traffic moving along fine, but again, you want to use some caution when you're heading out the door. Well, parts of the Miami Valley are waking up to a mess from overnight storms. 2 News reporter Catherine Ross joins us live from Greenville, continuing our team coverage of the cleanup.
Yeah, that's right, Kelly. We have been seeing a little bit of damage out here in Darke County. Now, we're still experiencing some rain and some of that wind that Jamie's been talking about, but the real damage came yesterday. That's what hurt this house here. Now, this is outside of Greenville here in Darke County. This used to be a covered porch. Clearly, the entire roof is gone. About 6 pillars were knocked down from that heavy wind. You can see it scattered around the house. Even some of the lawn furniture is thrown across the yard. Around the house, we have some damage to the roof and all of those things. Now, not only is the damage here, but they're also experiencing some high water around Darke County. Those reports are coming in not only from northern Darke County, but also from Auglaize and Mercer counties. That's from the heavy rain that was falling in such a short amount of time. Now, this area was also under a tornado warning late Thursday. The National Weather Service spotted a severe thunderstorm capable of producing tornado near Ansonia. That was before 11 o'clock Thursday night. That severe weather is still causing some power outages for some people. Earlier this morning, DP&L maps showed about 1,500 homes total affected across the region. Now, everyone's power is restored again here in Darke County. Of course, we're keeping tabs on the power outages, the weather that's ongoing, as well as some of the damage here. We'll have all of that both on air and online for you at WDTN.com. For now, reporting live in Greenville, Catherine Ross, 2 News Today, working for you.
And make sure you download our Storm Team 2 weather app. It has hour-by-hour forecast and live Doppler right on your phone. It's free to download in your phone's app store. Continuing our team coverage of the severe weather, Louisiana is under a state of emergency after deadly storms ripped through that state. At least 2 people are dead after an EF3 tornado tore through the northern part Thursday. The tornado touched down in the town of Ruston. That's just east of Shreveport, causing widespread damage, damaging buildings, trees, and knocking down power lines. Officials say a mother and son were killed when a tree fell on their home. At least 2 counties have extensive damage. Rescue crews haven't even been able to get to some areas yet. Louisiana's National Guard has been called in to help with recovery efforts.
Haven't completed search and rescue yet. We're obviously hopeful there are no more injuries, there's no more fatalities. We can't say that for certain until search and rescue is complete.
The storms are also being blamed for 3 deaths in Texas. Tornado and severe thunderstorm watches were in effect for parts of Alabama, Louisiana, and Mississippi on Thursday afternoon. At least 4 people are in custody this morning after 2 people are shot in Dayton. It happened around 6 Thursday evening on Kelly Avenue near State Route 202. Both victims are expected to be okay. Officers spotted the suspect's vehicle a few minutes later and were able to take 2 people into custody before surrounding a home on Forsyth Avenue. The people inside that home kept officers at bay until after 8 last night. That's when officers took an additional 2 people into custody. A suspect is behind bars after a raid at a Harrison Township home. Authorities arrested 29-year-old Jamil Barker on weapons charges Thursday. The Montgomery County Narcotics and Gun Enforcement Task Force discovered a stolen handgun along with fentanyl and cash in the home in the 4000 block of Fleetwood Drive after serving a search warrant. The prosecutor's office is reviewing the case and more charges could be added. The Montgomery County Sheriff's Office is investigating an armed robbery at a Subway in Harrison Township. This happened around 7:30 Thursday evening at the restaurant at the corner of North Main and Wampler Avenue. Investigators say a suspect showed a weapon and got away with about $400. No one was hurt. Anyone with information is asked to call the Sheriff's Office. The city of Dayton is closing with developers on the Dayton Arcade. The project is closing at $90 million for the first phase, including property tax incentives and energy improvements. The city is also contributing $10 million to the renovations. That's the largest economic investment for the city since the construction of the Schuster Center. The arcade will feature shops, housing, and community spaces when complete. Bowling a strike for a cause. It's an example of what's working in the Miami Valley.
I got a strike!
All right, Jamie, our very own Jamie Jurosic there, participating in the annual VIP Celebrity Bowl Thursday to raise money for United Rehabilitation Services. The event brings together local celebrities to bowl with URS clients. Those celebrities included Lauren Wood, Brooke Moore, Brian Davis. The goal of the event is to raise awareness about developmental disabilities and, of course, have fun. The organization also promotes inclusion of their clients within the community through events like this one. Well, the time now is 7:07. President Trump will be in Indiana today to deliver remarks at the NRA's annual meeting. What he's expected to say after another Democrat throws his hat into the ring for the presidency. And are you ready for festival season? I know I am. The sweet celebration that kicks off today and when you can get some syrupy goodness this weekend. Yum.
Now, Storm Team 2 meteorologist Jamie Jarosik and your forecast first.
The storm system from yesterday is still impacting us today. We're starting with rain. Once again, the morning commute is going to be a wet one, pretty much area-wide. You can see this large area of steady rain impacting Darke County, Shelby County, down through Miami, Preble, Montgomery, Greene counties. Light to moderate rainfall, steady, and we're going to continue to see the potential for some showers even as we head through lunchtime. But for the afternoon, we look to dry out. Temperatures will be cool. It's going to be quite windy with some higher gusts today, up around 35-40 miles an hour, and a little recovery back up near 60. We'll take a look at the weekend coming right up. Now we'll check in with Time Saver Traffic. Here's Kelly.
Well, good Friday morning. Your roads are looking good this morning. We do have a couple accidents out there, not on your highway, so not causing any major backups, but we have one on Gettysburg at 3rd Street. You want to avoid that area. Also, one at Dixie Drive at Timber Lane. That's near Northridge High School. So again, you want to avoid both of those areas. Elsewhere, though, here's a live look. This is 75. This is south of Austin Boulevard. That's where traffic is slowly starting to pick up and build there. No problems, but roads are wet, so you want to use some caution. Let's check in with Miami Valley Chevy dealers. Live drive 2. This is 675 North in Fairborn. No issues or delays there, but again, just take it a little easy on the roads. Well, happening today, Bellbrook's 41st annual Sugar Maple Festival gets underway. This year's theme is totally 80s, and I'm on board with that. Organizers say the event will feature live music, craft vendors, and a 5K, and more. And of course, authentic sugar maple syrup will also be available to buy. Main Street will close at 10 this morning for the parade, with Franklin Street shutting down at 5 p.m. A free shuttle will run on Saturday and Sunday to get to and from the festivities. The Sugar Maple Festival runs today through Sunday. We're looking ahead as the American Red Cross will install hundreds of free smoke alarms in homes. This is part of a nationwide Sound the Alarm campaign. Tomorrow, Red Cross volunteers will be in the Edgemont neighborhood in Dayton knocking on doors and asking people if they'd like free smoke alarms installed. The Red Cross volunteers will also help create some fire escape plans. Now, for more information on how to get a smoke alarm installed, just go to our website, WDTN.com, and click on the As Seen on 2 News tab. Still ahead, at least 5 people are dead after violent storms tear across the south. Which areas are under state of emergency this morning, and when the wicked weather will move out. At 7:15 with your forecast first, it's a rainy start, and you can see that from our camera there with all those raindrops there. Rain is going to continue through most of the morning. It's going to be mostly cloudy today and through the afternoon. Things will start to clear up around 3 or 4 o'clock. Storm Team 2 meteorologist Jamie Jarosik has the full details in your full forecast just minutes away. President Trump weighs in on Joe Biden's bid for president in a new interview overnight. Tracy Potts is covering Washington with that, plus what to expect when he speaks to the National Rifle Association today.
Overnight, President Trump tells Fox former Vice President Joe Biden could win the Democratic nomination for president.
He's not the brightest light bulb in the group, I don't think, but he has a name that they know.
Biden's announcement Thursday focused on Mr. Trump.
We're in the battle for the soul of this nation.
Later in Delaware,
hey guys, how are you?
Biden doubled down on what's expected to be a central theme of his campaign, President Trump's influence on America's values.
America's coming back like we used to be, ethical, straight, telling the truth.
On Fox last night, the president shot back.
People forget there was tremendous division during the Obama administration, tremendous division. We actually have great spirit right now.
We could hear more later this morning when President Trump addresses the National Rifle Association in Indianapolis. Last year, in a freewheeling speech at the NRA, he made headlines on everything from Kanye West.
Thank you, Kanye, thank you.
To gun policy.
We strongly believe in allowing highly trained teachers to carry concealed weapons.
But it's the possible Trump-Biden face-off that has Washington buzzing.
Joe can unite our party, not just our party, I think he can unite our country.
No chance of that he can take on Donald Trump one-on-one. He doesn't have the stamina, he doesn't have the smarts.
First, he has to fight his way through a crowded Democratic primary. In that overnight interview, the president also predicts Bernie Sanders could be the Democrats' nominee. In Washington, I'm Tracy Potts, 2 News Today, working for you.
Louisiana is under a state of emergency after deadly storms ripped through that state. The governor says a woman and her 14-year-old son were killed in the storms, and 2 counties have extensive damage. Rescue crews haven't even been able to get to some areas. The storms are also being blamed for 3 deaths in Texas. Tornado and severe thunderstorm watches were in effect for parts of Alabama, Louisiana, and Mississippi Thursday afternoon. We even saw a few tornado warnings here last night.
Yes, we did, and we have some storm damage reports that we're covering in portions of Darke County, and the National Weather Service is considering going out to some of those locations to survey some of that damage today. It's likely we'll see that in Indiana and western Ohio as well. You can see our storm report map, a lot of hail reports east of Dayton, one of them in Greene County, but a few of them have been outside of the Miami Valley, and then those wind damage reports. Butler County had one in Wayne County, and then one in Darke County just west of Greenville, where we had a report of a home porch blown off the home. So significant wind damage report, and that report actually went along at the time with the radar imagery that showed some rotation in that area. This is a Doppler velocity from a little after 10 o'clock yesterday evening, and right in here you can see this is 502 coming out of Greenville to the west there, just right across or just inside the state line there. That's where we would have had that rotation. So the National Weather Service looking over this data, talking to emergency managers today to determine where they may go out and survey. Not only severe weather yesterday, but flooding today. We have flood warnings for the northwestern counties, portions of Darke, all of Mercer, and most of all Glaze counties included in that. Numerous road closures up that way, for some spots seeing more than 2 inches of rain, and rain still falling in Greenville, Union City, up into Mercer and all Glaze counties, Russia, Bradford, over to Piqua, Sidney. Everybody's dealing with a moderate rain now, and the bigger picture shows the whole system as it continues to impact us. That back edge of precipitation still back in Indiana, so it'll be a while before that crosses. Likely as we head through late morning into the early afternoon is when that will happen. We couldn't rule out a shower at noon, but drier conditions mid to late day. Temperatures generally staying in the 50s most of the day. There may be a little recovery this afternoon, close to 60, but windy northwest winds gusting 35 to even 40 miles an hour. So you can see how those rain chances really start to drop off as we head beyond lunchtime, and we do expect a dry evening commute heading towards 4, 5, 6 o'clock. Right now it's 53, already windy. That northwest wind has increased to 20 miles an hour. We started to see some stronger wind gusts. Right now it's a 30-mile-per-hour wind gust here in Dayton, 37-mile-per-hour gust back in Indianapolis. Here's FutureTrack tracking the morning rain in the area. Even through lunchtime, potential for a few showers, but then that'll be moving out. Skies clear out for the afternoon, and it looks clear tonight. We're going to start off Saturday with some sunshine and real chilly temperatures in the morning, and then clouds increase in the afternoon. We'll start to see the chance of a few showers by late afternoon, and a better chance develops as we head into the evening and overnight. Today we're up near 60. We're going to have those morning showers come to an end. It's going to be very windy with gusts 35 to 40 miles an hour. Clear and breezy tonight. Chilly will drop to 39. Northern counties couldn't rule out some patchy frost through tomorrow morning, and then tomorrow afternoon up near 60 with increasing clouds and some showers arriving late day. Rain is likely Saturday night. We may see a lingering shower Sunday morning, but we're going to dry out for most of the day. Monday and Tuesday, more showers enter the area with highs in the 60s, and then Wednesday and Thursday, some thunder possible as we warm into the 70s. The Storm Team 2 weather app is available for free in the App Store. You can always check out your detailed forecast there if you miss it here. Now we're going to check in on some of the road conditions with Time Saver Traffic. Here's Kelly.
Well, we are waking up to some wet roadways out there. We do have a couple problems, not on your highways though. The highways look good so far. Here, Gettysburg Avenue at 3rd Street, there's an accident, so you want to avoid that area. But elsewhere, here's a live look. This is 75 at State Route 73 in Springboro. Traffic moving along, but it is increasing, and it's going to continue to increase as we get more into rush hour. Let's check in with Miami Valley Chevy Dealers Live Drive 2. Here our windshield wipers are going I-70 west in Huber Heights. No problems or delays. Just take it a little easy on the roads with that rain this morning. Well, still ahead, severe weather under the cover of darkness. What parts of the Miami Valley were under a tornado warning late last night, and a look at the damage this morning. And here's a live look at our SVG Skycam in Greenville. You can see those raindrops there. It's a wet one. Jamie will be back with your forecast first next.